Right off the bat, let me just say that isotretinoin sucks. It's horrible stuff, and if you're currently taking it, I can sympathize. And if you're about to start taking it, be prepared.
So what is isotretinoin or Accutane? Well, sometimes it's called Accutane or Accutane, but that's just a brand name of the same product. The chemical name is isotretinoin. So really, it's all the same thing, but sometimes it's just a product name versus a chemical name. Same thing as like Panadol and paracetamol, or Nurofen and ibuprofen. Product name, chemical name. But still, what is isotretinoin? Well, simply put, it's medication designed to stop severe or widespread and consistent acne. It works by stopping the sebaceous glands, found near the surface of your skin, from producing too much sebum. This means that blocked pores are less likely to happen, and by having less sebum means that there's less bacteria means less zit.
I would say that I used to get pretty consistent acne on my face, particularly around my nose, but that wasn't so bad. Where I used to get it really bad was on my back and my chest. I'd get these really big sore zits on my back, and often they'd burst in the night, leaving blood dots on my bed sheets. Really frustrating, but more uncomfortable to live with.
Isotretinoin works extremely well, but with this enhanced effectiveness comes enhanced side effects. Now on screen hopefully will be a list of all the side effects that could take place, and I can only really talk about the ones that affected me. And luckily enough, I didn't experience any of the mental side effects and had only some of the physical ones.
I'd get the usual dry lips, dry and scratchy eyes, dry skin on my face, but that was pretty easy to deal with. Putting on some moisturizer after a shower in the morning and using lip balm throughout the day tended to deal with that quite well.
Even though it's winter, if I spend a prolonged period of time outside in the sun, I get redness on my nose and underneath my eyes, on my cheeks. And no, it's not just redness from it being cold outside, it is definitely sun-related. So even though it's winter, wearing a sunblock is needed.
But by far the worst side effects that I had were to do with my body. Just general discomfort and slower recovery times.
I would happily call myself an active person. I go to gymnastics once a week, I go horse riding twice a week, I go running 3 times a week, and I go to the gym 3 times a week. But all of this activity adds up, and I used to be able to cope with it all in terms of the recovery, but since taking the medication, everything feels harder to do. My body aches pretty consistently. My muscles and my joints feel stiff and sore most of the time.
I feel like my recovery time has doubled, if not more. I feel sore after a workout for easily twice as long. My hips, my ankles and my neck always feel quite sore. I've also found that I fatigue much quicker. All around, it's kind of like I heal slower.
It's almost like I feel fragile, that if I do too much, I'll feel broken for the next few days. And what's sadly most negatively affected is my running.
For example, I went for a fairly easy run last Monday. Now it's a week later and I'm still feeling the effects with stiffness and soreness in my hamstrings and my calves.
And so because of the need of an increased recovery time, it means that I run and train less frequently. So my endurance has suffered as a knock-on effect. I would say that I'm pretty much consistently feeling sore or uncomfortable in my own body. It sucks, but I believe that the outcome is worth it. So I'm just going to grit my teeth and continue the last few months of treatment.
I've been taking isotretinoin since middle of October, so about 4 months now. And I've probably got about 2 more months to go. And because isotretinoin is such a potent chemical, I couldn't get it straight away. So I had to try less harmful products first to see if they would do the trick without all the nasty side effects.
So I took limecycline for about a year. Now I can't remember the exact dates, but it felt like a long time. And that worked while I was taking it, but as soon as I stopped, all of the acne would come back. And so I was put onto an NHS waiting list for about 18 months to see a dermatologist so that they could approve me to take isotretinoin. The thing is, it works really well. I haven't had a zit anywhere since I started taking the medication. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're in a situation that requires it, know that it works. But also be prepared for the side effects, and by all accounts, everybody responds differently to it. So your experience might be different to mine. More severe, less severe, it's a roll of the dice.
But hey, I'm gonna keep training, even if it's at a slower pace. Let me know if you have any questions about isotretinoin down below, and I'll try to answer them all. But keep going, and I'll see you in the next one.